No one can make you feel bad about yourself. No one can make you feel sad about yourself. And definitely no one should be making you feel inferior about yourself. Those people have said it so much at this point, it's something that you just honestly believe. We need to turn that around and start telling yourself how good you are, how happy you are, how perfect you are, how beautiful you are, how wonderful a person you are. Do you ever feel like you are stuck in a rut where someone else is making all the decisions for you? Well, you're not alone. I felt like that, and I know a lot of other people have felt like that. But you can start taking the steps to start realizing that you have the power to make all your own decisions. So come with me today, and that's what we're going to talk about. Welcome back, guys. If you are new here, I do talk about personal growth and my relationship with Jesus. If you like the content, by all means, leave a like. If you have a story you want to review or go over, leave it in the comments. Share with a friend you think that might help them. And on top of that, if you really enjoy the content, consider subscribing. It is free, and you can always unsubscribe if you like. So, getting right into it, when we talk about seizing your power to make your own decisions, this all goes back to diving in. Some people, I like to give the analogy of workers and managers. There's some people that like to work, and then there's some people that like to be managers. There's people that like to make decisions. There's people that like to be in that part where they're a worker and they like to, for someone to tell them what they need to do. That's the easiest way that I can explain it. Now, diving a little bit deeper into that is when we make our own decisions, we start realizing that we have the power for ourselves. There's a lot of ways that we can go through life and we can go through certain situations where we feel like other people are making the decisions for us. Now, at sometimes, yeah, we need some help to go to the next step in our life. And you want to consider someone's opinion, like maybe a financial advisor or someone to help you get a mortgage, maybe to look at finances for a car, something like that. But when it comes to your actual emotions, to the to your legacy, practically you want to be able to make those own decisions for yourself. Who is the person that people are going to see when you're not here anymore? Are they going to be the person that you talk about? There's only one man on this earth that has been talked about for over 2,000 years, and that was Jesus Christ, because of how impactful he was and what he did on this earth. He made all his own decisions through God, his Father. And I want to go that route. I want to be able to make those decisions so people can talk about me when I'm not here, saying that that's the man of God that we know because he did this and this, A, B, C, D, everything, right? And I want my kids to be able to live on to that legacy and just keep going from there and understand that I'm not making the decisions for them, but they know how to do that. They're not going to let someone else control their life. They're not going to take what someone else says all the time. I always talk to older people because they have been through more than what I've been through. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're just getting advice. At the end of the day, it is just advice. It's what you decide to do with it. But are you living your entire life based off of that? Are you living your entire life based off a video that you saw? A lot of people like to watch motivational videos. Those are great to watch them. But what is your decision afterwards? That's what counts. You can be listening to all these motivational speakers weeks on end and still be the same person at the end of the day. You could still be the same person a year from then. I don't want to be in the same spot 5 years from now and be in the exact same position. I want to grow in my faith with Jesus. I want to grow in my love for my family. I want to grow in my love for my church, for my parents. I want to grow in the company that I'm working with. Like there's so many things that we can talk about when it comes to making your own decisions, but you have that power. You can do it. No matter what's going to happen, it's you at the end of the day. No one is going to pay your bills for you. No one is going to get you up in the morning every single day. That's what you decide to do. And how do you decide to go that route? Again, if you guys are new, the next section is I'm going to go and work out for a little bit. We are training legs today. So we're going to go through that and then another uh, talking session and then working out and then the last video. So I will see you guys in there. No one can make you feel bad about yourself. No one can make you feel sad about yourself. And definitely no one should be making you feel inferior about yourself. Those people have said it so much. At this point, it's something that you just honestly believe. We need to turn that around and start telling yourself how good you are, how happy you are, how perfect you are, how beautiful you are, how wonderful a person you are. I know that for the longest time, I told my wife that no matter how much she thinks people are talking about her, no one is. It's I've heard it all before, and this is me growing up with this face. Like I have a baby face, and all I heard was, "You look like a kid. You look like a child. You can't grow any facial hair, so you're never gonna look like a man." And at some point, I started believing it. I started being insecure about it. That was like literally the biggest insecurity that I have was just the way that I looked. And there was even one point where I had went to the dentist with my wife, and they had thought that she was my mom, and it made me so upset. And then after that, I just went into a depression about it. And I know that it's not healthy to go through that route, but after that, it just took me some time to get out of it. I understand how it feels when for so long someone's telling you something that you just honestly start believing it because you think it's better for you. I mean, you think that's just who you are because that's how people see you, and that's how you have to see yourself. Well, we need to stop that. We need to let go of that, what other people think, and we need to actually get into what you think about yourself. Start changing your mindset to more understanding, more compromise, more love, more affection for yourself. That's what they say. Start loving yourself and you can start loving someone else. There's nothing wrong with telling yourself every now and then, you don't look good right now because you're, on a diet and you are working out. So, I mean, you want to get to that point. But this is for those circumstances where it's non-stop, consistent over and over and over. And you don't deserve that. You are perfect the way you are. You are beautiful the way you are. And if you start saying that to yourself, it's going to start happening. What I started doing a couple years back was always get in the mirror and tell myself, you are handsome. I am proud of you. You are a great man. And no matter what anyone tells you today, you're not even yourself. Don't believe them. And then do it at night. And that's what you go to sleep to. That's what you wake up to every day. And then you start feeling it. You start actually noticing it. You start doing stuff because it's like you're trying to impress yourself. And it was so beautiful when I started noticing it because then I actually started working more on it. And I loved it so much. And I still do it to this day. I mean, I know it's weird, but isn't it weird for other people to care so much about you they have to make words intentionally to make you feel inferior? Isn't that weirder? People taking the time out of their day to say something about you. We're always in our head and we're always having these thoughts in our head about I'm not good enough. Well, just start saying that you are good enough and see where it leads to. It doesn't hurt. I mean, you've been saying for the longest time that you're not. Why not try to say you are and see what happens? I mean, the worst thing that can happen is you feel good. We're going to work out a little bit more and then one more video and then we're finish up for today. Alright guys, we are at the last clip for today. Again, if you guys did enjoy this video, by all means subscribe. I really appreciate it. It is free. And if you don't want to continue, you can always unsubscribe. But we are at the last video. So My last note was I'm just one decision away. Excuse me. So with that in mind, it honestly just comes down to that. Like I am one decision away from making that life changing decision, that life changing event that can literally boost me from here to here. And there's no reason why you shouldn't just go for it. The worst thing that could happen is that you don't make it. But what kind of story is that? Telling everyone what if I could or what if I did? Like what kind of story is that going to be? People like to tell great stories. People like to hear great stories. Why not tell a story that's going to be great? So when it comes to this one decision away, why not just go for it? Even if it hurts you, even if you go through new challenges, even if you go through new tribulations, why not? Like we're young, and excuse me, for the people who didn't go through it, I've heard so many times saying that I wish I would have done this earlier. Like I really wish I would have worked out earlier. I had started and I stopped, and I don't know why. But if I did, I probably would have been farther along. And then I keep telling myself, I would have been, I would have been, I would have. It just becomes a broken record, and what's the point of that? It makes things all frustrating and annoying, and it's just like, why, right? Why? So just go for it. Just give yourself that chance to make that one life-changing decision. And if you're not going to end up where you want to be, then what's the point of starting over? It's not going to hurt you to. It just shows that you're motivated, that you love, that you're ready to keep going, and that you're enjoying life. It's a long process, but this is why we're on Earth, so we can challenge ourselves. I know that I want to be able to tell my kids that I tried it, because whenever they go through a difficulty, I want them to come and make the decision. So that's going to be the end of this video. I do appreciate you guys watching again. If you made it this long, leave a like at least, or just give me some feedback. I really appreciate it. You guys have a great weekend. God bless you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.